Good morning. Welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, October 3rd. I'm Krista Yoakum, Chair of the County Commission. To my right is Vice Chair Commissioner Sean Flowerday. To my far right is Commissioner Roma Amundson, and to my left is Commissioner Rick Vest. Please stand if you can and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may begin with the location announcement, Mr. Clerk.
Location announcement of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall of the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written materials to be discussed at today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. These materials can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. That brings us to our first item, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on September 26, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 2, claims. 2A, approval of the claims processed through October 3rd, 2023.
Move approval of the claims.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the claims. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 3 is a special presentation, the Commissioner's Award of Excellence for July 2023 to Jorge Garcia, Youth Services Center in the category of Valor. And Commissioners, I have the nomination letter, and I'll read it into the record.
Thank you.
Jorge Garcia, Juvenile Detention Team Leader with the Lancaster County Youth Services Center, has been selected as the Commissioner's Award of Excellence winner for July 2023. Garcia has worked for the Lancaster County for 10 months. He was nominated by the department in the category of Valor. In the nomination, it was stated, on June 8th, 2023, Team Leader Garcia was performing a daily check-in with youth. Upon further evaluation, the youth was unresponsive. Jorge immediately requested help from his staff and assistance in calling emergency responders. Upon closer examination, the staff found that the youth had attempted to harm themselves, wasn't breathing, and had a very weak pulse. Garcia took remedial life-saving measures to ensure the youth received immediate care. Upon the arrival of emergency responders, the youth was transported to the hospital and has since been released back into the care of the Youth Services Center. After a thorough review of CCTV footage and staff accounts of the situation, we have no doubt that the swift actions of Team Leader Jorge Garcia saved the life of a youth who was trying to harm themselves. For these reasons, we are pleased to award Team Leader Garcia with the Commissioner's Award of Excellence for the month of July 2023.
Good morning, Brad Johnson, Interim Director for Youth Services Center. So we're here to celebrate Mr. Garcia today. So I always get emotional about this. We have difficult jobs, and one of the things that I love about this is it always comes down to one person doing the right thing for another. So these folks are placed into our care and custody for various reasons, and we do our training and express our expectations, and with the hope and belief that the human and compassion in us will be there when it's needed. And today it was Mr. Garcia, so I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. this award. I can't say it any better than Director Johnson did. Just know that as a board, we deeply appreciate the efforts you put forth and that you and others do every single day on behalf of our citizens. Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
So would you like to say anything?
I would. I'd like to thank the department for considering to nominate me and you guys selecting me. Unfortunately, you know, whether it's youth or the penitentiary or the jail, you see some things you wish you wouldn't have to deal with, or, you know, you come across things that make your adrenaline rush. Unfortunately, you know, with this award, it's great. It is something that I'll probably have to live with the rest of my life, but at least the best outcome came. So, but I wouldn't be able to do my job the best I possibly could without my wife, Victoria, who takes care of my kids at home. So I could work the second shift hours. But I appreciate everything. I appreciate what this department's done and giving me the opportunity to work for them. So hopefully we can keep going in the right direction.
We really want to thank you. And I guess the thing about it is we really need to thank your wife too for providing the support, you know. And that's one of the things, when you see some of the things that you do, it's hard to leave that, you know, and then go home. You have to kind of compartmentalize, and having a supportive family is so critically important. So we thank you for your initiative, we thank you for your witness and training.
Thank you.
You saved the life of a child.
Mm-hmm.
There's no honor that this board or anyone can bestow on you that's greater than that.
Yes.
That's the actions of a hero. It's an amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Even before this incident, when I would hear about good things happening at the Youth Services Center, I frequently did hear your name. And this incident was really just one where absolutely you did the right thing, did the right thing at the right time, and it ended up with a great outcome. As Commissioner Flowerday said, yeah, you saved a life there, and that I recognize that it's maybe something you see in your dreams and your nightmares, and I realize you'll replay this for the rest of your life. But you did the right thing, and it was very heroic. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for your leadership overall at the Youth Services Center.
And to all those who brought this to our attention, our gratitude is just great for all that you all do every day on our behalf. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you again.
Commissioners, our next item is the consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are the approval of A, amendments to the following county contracts, C-23-0573 with Votscapes Incorporated for the replacement of county bridges to create the incentive completion date and to include a daily incentive rate for Bridge S-180. C-22-0654 with Dr. Fuelgood for fuel tank maintenance and service. C-21-0385 subaward agreement with Centerpoint for the Youth Crisis Response Program. C-21-0768 subaward agreement with Centerpoint for the Youth Mental Health Diversion Program. B, right-of-way contracts with the following: Frederick H. Widener, Southwest 114th Street and West Princeton Road in the amount of $730. Two Blocks LLC, South 25th Street and Whitstruck Road in the amount of $1,067.50. Sandra K. Wilkie, Northwest 105th Street and West Bluff Road in the amount of $1,978. Jennifer and Gary Snide, Southwest 42nd Street and West Bennett Road in the amount of $617.50. Travis S. and Sally J. Shore, Southwest 72nd Street and West Princeton Road in the amount of $811. The Lower Platte South NRD, West Yankee Hill Road and South 91st Street in the amount of $3,511. And Andre R. Berry, Jennifer A. Carter, Amy M. Berry, Northwest 70th Street and West Davy Road in the amount of $3,530. A right of entry contract with Antonin L. Hammersky, Northwest 70th Street and West Adams in the amount of $1,200. And D, setting a public hearing on Tuesday, October 17th, 2023 at 9 a.m. regarding amusement licenses application from Devin Ostrander to hold the No Shave Nebraska annual banquet event on November 30th, 2023 at Champion Seed.
Approval of the consent items?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent items. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5, new business. Item 5A, an amusement license renewal application from Jan Hauser to hold an event at Pine Creek Farms LLC on October 14th, 2023.
Good to see you again.
Good morning. Nice to see all of you. We're not doing anything any different.
Mind saying your name for the record.
I apologize. I'm Jan Hauser, and my address is 11505 North 14th Street, Raymond.
And you're not doing anything different?
Not doing anything different at Pine Creek Farms. We have not as many vendors maybe this year. Things kind of change and whatever, but we definitely know no parking on North 14th Street. Everything seems to be the same. Even, back with COVID, we're still going to go with the hand washing stations and some things like that. We have car parkers, and we've never really ever had any incidents, even on the property or turning in or anything.
Yeah.
So,
You've done this and done it well.
yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't have volunteers, you pay for people, that makes a big difference. So you can kind of correct those things if they're being paid. I'd like you sometime to come out and see what we do. I know some of you live close to my neighborhood, and so if you'd come out, that would be great, and just make yourself present. And it's a family-orientated thing, so.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this amusement license application. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes,
Motion carries 4-0.
thank you.
Thank you, Jan.
Item 5B, a resolution in the matter of witness fees paid by Lancaster County, which have remained unclaimed for 6 months or more.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5C, resolution in the matter of vacating portion of Branched Oak Road between North 27th Street and North 40th Street, located in Lancaster County, Nebraska.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. We did have a public hearing for this last week. This is for the vacation of a portion of Branched Oak Road as shown in red on the diagram. There were some questions last week as far as access. The landowner that is shown to have access through this narrow piece of ground actually does have two accesses off of North 40th Street. And he does have an access at this location. All of his accesses are older farm accesses, so they're not permitted. Nevertheless, he does have two accesses off of 40th Street.
I appreciated the public hearing last week. One of the reasons we have those is to make sure we're understanding all the ramifications of any decisions we make. And I appreciated that individual coming and sharing how the impact of closing this road, what it would be on him and his operations and the way he moves his machinery. Given that this is a minimum maintenance road, I see no harm to the county in continuing to maintain it as a minimum maintenance road, and I would be against closing the road.
Is that your motion? Or just a
To
comment?
motion, well, do we need a motion if we're not approving the vacation?
Okay.
Yeah, you're just,
Because I
you're
can make
just-
a motion, I
you're-
would.
I mean, I guess you could motion to deny it, but you can also just vote no on it, I
Right,
think. So-
okay,
Or,
To not approve.
right, just vote no.
Because if we don't approve, then it maintains.
Right.
I will second that.
so, a motion to not approve, okay.
So we have a motion to not approve this resolution, and we have a second.
We just
Any
talked-
further discussion?
We just talked ourselves into one of those things where yes is gonna mean no.
Right.
Is that what it is?
That is-
It's
that is
fine.
what it
Because
is.
I'll
Just-
be the one to not get it.
Just so we're all clear, yeah.
The
The
motion.
motion is to deny, so you vote yes to deny,
Okay,
correct?
I've got that, I'm writing it down.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes,
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
I always like to take the engineer's point of view, so I will vote no.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-1. Item 5D, a resolution authorizing the county board chair to sign the county bridge match program agreement with the Nebraska Department of Transportation to repair or replace County Bridge Q110.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. This is the actual agreement for the County Bridge Match Program to replace Bridge Q110 located on Pine Lake Road, approximately 120th Street. This bridge has been closed since the bomb cyclone of 2019. We do have a complete design for this bridge. I think we have one piece of ground that we didn't buy yet for it, but we are prepared to construct this bridge next spring. The plans are at NDOT for approval, and this would be a $250,000 grant to offset the cost of this. Although not printed in the resolution, I think it is somewhere in the, well, it's actually the corresponding item below. The estimated cost of this bridge is $2.3 million, not $950,000. We got this agreement at the last possible moment last week, and we wanted to get it to the board as soon as possible. So in the rush, we missed that from the previous county bridge match resolution. Xerox Engineering got us on that one. But that being said, this will be a $2.3 million bridge.
the way your office pivoted on this grant at, let's face it, we didn't leave you a lot of time, is very impressive.
Yeah.
Just good
Thank you.
job.
I
Thank you
appreciate
for
that, and that is really a credit to the team, the engineering team that we've built.
Great.
It's
No,
really
I'm-
amazing.
this is my favorite outcome, so.
And I am so excited to move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes,
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5E, the County Bridge Match Program Agreement with the Nebraska Department of Transportation to repair and replace County Bridge Q110. The total project cost is estimated at $950,000, and the state will pay up to $250,000. So,
And this is one where we would have to make a motion, I suppose, to correct that to 950 to 2.3 million.
That is correct.
And so I would move approval of that amended amount.
Yeah, I would second that, and this is a big one to get off our list, so
Yes.
kudos, Pam.
Yeah, the people in the area have been waiting a long time for this. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
yes,
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion to amend passes 4-0.
was that a motion to amend, or was that a motion to approve with an amendment?
Motion to approve the amendment.
So I think we're good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If the clerk wants us to take another vote,
That
we
was
can.
the intent, but do we? Yeah.
If that was the board's intent, that's,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
should be good.
Yeah, I think I said that.
Okay. All right. 5E, an agreement with the Alfred Benich Company for professional engineering services related to the county project 2423 for culvert repair placement American Rescue Plan Act funds will be used to pay the total contract price of $42,787.47.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. This agreement is for ARPA pipes. We know that there's not necessarily enough money that's been allocated to the engineering department to build the pipes that we proposed. However, we want to be prepared to have some that have been through the system and are ready to be built should there become more ARPA money available. I'm not saying there will, but if there is, we want to be ready for that as a backstop for you as the commissioners as well as the citizens of Lancaster County. If it ends up that there's not ARPA money in the end to construct these, then we'll just use our regular budget money for it. But we need to follow the process in order to be eligible to use the funding.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Never let it be said the county engineer's not an optimist.
I believe it's going to happen.
Item 5G, a lease agreement with John Deere Financial regarding the purchase of a 324G skid steer. The county will be exercising the purchase price option. The cost of the county is $57,803.21.
Approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 5H, a cooperative agreement with the U.S. Department of the Interior, U.S. Geological Survey for joint funding of water resources investigations. The county will pay $14,360 for the services.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this agreement. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 5I, a release of easement for utilities within lots 1 and 2, Block 2, Burr Oaks Addition.
Good morning. John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is a request to release an easement in Burr Oaks Addition. Burr Oaks Addition is located just off of Southwest 12th Street and south of Denton Road. This addition is being replatted, these two particular lots. So this current location of the current easement, which is shown on my map, is no longer necessary. This easement was originally shown on the original addition between the two lots. And since they are moving the lot lines, this easement would go through the lot and would not allow future owner to probably build over the top of it. So they're requesting that this be released.
I would move approval.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday. Flowerday,
Oh, yes. I thought you said a different name.
Vest,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5J, a contract with Hampton Commercial Construction Incorporated to renovate the City of Lincoln parking garage located at 635 J Street for use as a civil protective custody center. American Rescue Plan Act funds will be utilized to pay the total contract price of $1,465,026.
Good morning, Karen Peterson, Director of Facilities and Property. I'm real pleased to say we had an amazing bidding climate for this. We had a crowd, and we had 6 responses. The top 2 responses are less than $2,000 apart, so we spent a lot of time analyzing the bid submissions that came in.
1,000.
Wow.
Less than $2,000.
Less than 2,000.
$2,000.
It's 6. and-
Yes, six awards. The outlier was 1.7, that was the higher bid, but really, the first 2 were very close, and then the 3 and 4 were also pretty close, so I am recommending an award.
Well, this is an exciting movement forward, and we really
Yes.
are happy about it. So
Good.
glad that we had that particular bidding process, competitive bidding process, and I would approval.
I'm glad we had Karen to sort out all those 6 bids.
Karen wrote a lot of RFPs for this, so it was interesting. And I would like to add also, substantial completion is July of 2024, and we're giving a 90-day window for final. There's all kinds of moving parts on this, so the end of September 2024, we should be finished.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Yes.
Amundson, Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 5K, contracts with the following to provide the annual service of motor grader snow removal. The cost of the county is not to exceed $116,800 for all contracts. They are with K2 Real Estate Development, who doing business as K2 Construction, Van Dorn Valley Construction LLC, and Gana Trucking and Excavating.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. So should we have a horrible winter? I mean, I'm not saying that we are going to. We've had 2 very good winters, but maybe we're in line for a bad winter. Hopefully we can go 3 really good winters. With that being said, should we have a really bad one?
One could argue we've had 4 pretty good ones.
Right.
When it's all said and done.
When it's all said and done,
which means
maybe-
we're getting into like the impossible territory.
We are. But, I mean, we like the impossible at county engineering. So that being said, should we have one where we just are in bad shape and we're having breakdowns or people are sick? We've had a couple times where in the winter, even before COVID, where we had influenza in the shop and we'd have 5 to 8 people out at a time with influenza. And when you start getting to where you have 10 and 20% of your staff out and you only have 1 shift, you're in trouble. Should that happen and we just really are strapped, we want to have these contracts in place so that we're ready to go with these types of services, because it's really important in Lancaster County that we get the county opened up so we can get people to school and work.
I appreciate the fact that we need to have these. I would just like a normal winter. I mean, we do have to have snow.
Right. Some moisture would be good.
Moisture would be really, really good. Not a bad winter, but we called them good winters we need the moisture. But in any case, I will need approval of this.
No second.
We have a motion and a second to approve these contracts. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5L, an agreement with the League of Women Voters to assist with voter registration sites in Lancaster County.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Todd Wilchin. I'm the Election Commissioner for Lancaster County. Before you, you have our, every couple years we contract with the League of Women Voters. They partner with the county and they administer, you will see them mostly in the schools every spring. When we go to schools that participate, we go out and we register seniors, those who will turn 18. Excuse me, those that will turn 18 by the first Tuesday in November. So they do a great job. They also assist us with delivering ballots to nursing homes during elections. So it's a very good partnership, very successful, and we would just ask that you approve it.
This program is how I got registered to vote.
You'd be surprised how many people, the first time they register to vote, they actually do it through a program through the schools.
Yeah.
That's great, and certainly a good organization to partner with in this project.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this agreement. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 5M, an engagement agreement with NAI FMA Realty to perform the real estate brokerage services for county in the matter of purchasing or leasing property to be used as the Family Resource Center. Brokerage fees will be a commission of 4% of the purchase price or gross lease value.
Karen Peterson, Director of Facilities and Property. This is a tool that we would like to use to select a piece of land or potentially a building for the Family Resource Center, one of your ARPA projects. Time is slipping by, and we need the assistance of professionals to get this piece done. So I'm asking for approval.
I'm really glad we're moving forward on this.
Yeah.
Move approval.
We have a motion and a second to approve this agreement. Please call the roll.
Amundson? Yes. Flowerday?
Yes.
Best?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Commissioners, brings us to item 6, public comment. Those wishing to speak on items related to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Do I need to sign?
Yeah, yeah, please sign in and then state your name.
My name is Peggy Sismanic. I live here in Lincoln. You might recognize me. I've been here before. For about a year now, some of us have been coming to talk about election integrity in Lancaster County. And there was some breaking news yesterday, so I felt like I guess I took it upon myself to come and tell you about it, because I don't know how many of you follow anything other than mainstream news or what you read in the paper. This would not have been there. You would have to go to alternative media. So what happened, and I don't know exactly what day it happened, but a federal prosecutor in the Department of Justice in Miami, Florida, has indicted Smartmatic. Patrick Byrne is the one that's releasing the story, and I don't know if you know who Patrick Byrne is, and I'm not going to go into that, but he's the one that released it. You could look it up. He calls it the biggest news since waking up on November 4th, 2020. Superficially, if you read a news story, they're saying it's about money laundering, and that's what the news stories, because I did read one news story about it, and they are choosing to capitalize only on the money laundering part of it. But if you were to get the indictment and read that, and the court documents, you'll see that it's also about election rigging. The money laundering happened in order to rig the Filipino election in 2016, and a grand jury in Florida has indicted those involved in that. So I'm going to get to how this pertains to Nebraska. But first, I'm going to give you some history. Smartmatic was started by 3 men in Venezuela in 1997, and it was at first a home automation system, and I had the name of it, but it was Biz software or something. But in 2000 or 2001, Hugo Chavez sent those 3 men to the United States to figure out how they could use it for election rigging. So they started a Delaware corporation in Coral Gables, Florida, and they used Hugo Chavez's cartel money, and they called their new company Smartmatic. They used it to rig a 2004 referendum for Hugo Chavez, and that became their weapon to take over and change the world. That's what they, I guess, thought they were going to do with it. In 2007, California Secretary of State wanted to look into Smartmatic, so he chose 8 professors to look at what Smartmatic was, and he chose them from different universities in California. One was Berkeley, one was Caltech. I don't know all the others, but they said that Smartmatic was junk. And I have that on a video. If you are to look up Patrick Byrne telling about this, you will also see those professors talking about how it was junk. They said it violated the basic precepts of U.S. computer cybersecurity. They said it was designed to be manipulated, and so they didn't think too highly of it. At that time, the CTO of Smartmatic was a person named Eric Kumar, and you might remember his name. He went on to be the head technologist at Dominion in 2020. So anyway, Smartmatic then went on to buy an old manual election company called Sequoia, and they put their intellectual property into it and changed it a bit and sold that to George Soros, and it became Dominion with Smartmatic software installed in it.
The operating system is called the Smartmatic Election Management System. So it's just like when you buy a computer like this one, there's an operating system already installed in it. If you buy an Acer, it has Microsoft installed in it. Well, that was what Smartmatic was for, to take an election system and then when you buy it, it's already got something installed in it. Well, Dominion, Hart, or it might be called something else, and ES&S all have Smartmatic installed. And that's how it pertains to us in Nebraska. So take this for what you want to take it for, but if all this is true, and if these people go down, there's going to be a domino effect, and it's going to reach all the way to Nebraska, because we use ES&S with Smartmatic installed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak during public comment? Seeing none, we can proceed with the announcements.
The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, August 5th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its regular meeting on Tuesday, October 10th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. due to the Mayor's State of the City address in room 112 of the County City Building. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing regarding the 1- and 6-year road bridge improvement program on Tuesday, October 10th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on LNK TV. LNK TV is available on Allo Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 1300. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are available in Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. The last item I have is adjournment.
Move we adjourn.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
With that, we are adjourned, and we will now begin the Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting for Tuesday, October 3rd.
Location announcement of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is available on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. These materials can also be viewed at the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, September 19th, 2023.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 2, the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval of the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 3 is the public hearing for the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. There are a series including Emmanuel Retirement Communities, City Light North Lincoln Church, House of Prayer Christian Church, Faith Bible Church, the Lincoln Lancaster County Habitat for Humanity, Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska, the Nebraska Community Blood Bank, and the Clyde Malone Center.
We will now open the public hearing for the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Is there anyone here wishing to speak to these applications? Seeing none, we will now close the public hearing.
That brings us to item 4, action on the following, the motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Move approval of the motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 5 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items related to County Board of Equalization business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Seeing no one, we may proceed.
We adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Amundson?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.